Here's a 3-minute guide on setting up the best hatching and breeding base. At the bottom left corner of your screen, you have a dial indicating the local ambient temperature. When the dial is pointing straight up, is considered perfect temperature. When the dial points left, the temperature is colder, and right when it's hotter. How cold or hot is determined which slot it points to, with -1 being slightly cold all the way to -4, which is freezing. The same being +1 to +4 for heat. There are 9 egg types, which I've arranged into 3 groups. The first like temperature +1, they being scorching, rocky, and dragon. This group likes at perfect temperature, they being normal, verdant, and electric. And this group like -1 being cold, damp, and dark eggs. When choosing your base location, you need an area that has a neutral temperature during both the day and the night, and preferably flat. I picked this spot on Fisherman's Point Beach. It's a flat area with all day and night temperature at +0, and as a bonus, there's 2 nodes of coal here. I didn't collect them because I already have enough coal, but they're there for you if you need them. Here are all the supplies you'll need to copy my layout. Set up 3 foundations equal distance from each other and the center. Place a campfire on the first, a cooler on the second, and leave the last one empty. Pull out a cooling pal to work. Van Worm Christ is nocturnal, so it never sleeps. However, it sometimes loses focus and just starts transporting. Then set up a few incubators on each of the platforms. With that, the hatching part of the base is finished. Place 3 breeding pens to actually make the eggs. Keep a little ways away from the outside base circle, as if any pals clip outside the boundary while breeding, it will cancel the breed. Place 1 ranch for a Mazzarina, a Chicopee, and a bee guard. Do not worry about finding the perfect specimen for these 3. So many people online are telling you to breed for things like artisan, which does not affect grazing animals drops at all. You can upgrade their star rating using the pal condenser, which does increase their drop rate. If you like the style of these quick guides, do me a favor and leave a like. Add 2 crop plots with wheat, 2 with berry, and if you have access to salads, a tomato and 2 lettuce plots. You can forego the berry plots for more salad if you wish, however I like to have them in place just in case. Place a leander for planting and a verdash for gathering. Place some cookers and a kindling pal like Jormuntide Ignis, and a mill for wheat. Start crafting cake. If you have access to Jormuntide, add a grinder for stone, as he can easily do all the watering, milling, and still have time being idle. Add beds and a hot spring near the jobs that the pals will be working so they don't have to travel as far. Place a cooler and a second cooling pal near the farms. Place the feeding bin at the center of the base, but not too close to the pal box. Place cotton candy in every slot except for the leftmost slot, which you will be putting your cooked berries or salad. This means the gathering pals will always put the milk, eggs, lettuce, tomatoes, wheat, and honey into the cooler rather than to the food bin to be eaten. With that, the base is done. There are 6 pal slots left open for the 3 breeding pens to be populated with. If not all 3 are being used, then Anubis for transportation, mining, and crafting can be added. Similarly, any wood chopper can be beneficial, or more grazing animals, and another ranch to increase cake supply. I plan to make more of these quick guides in the future, so if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Here's another video I made about my initial review of Palworld. Thanks for watching.